And from cute and cuddly to a much different kind of animal.
What? In today's Critter Conversations, we learn about a snake at the Dakota Zoo who has dressed up in disguise of his own. So here with Riley at the Dakota Zoo. Riley, why don't you tell us about our friend Noodle here?
So the snake I'm holding here is named Noodle. He's about 2 years old, and he is an eastern milk snake, typically going to be found in Minnesota and could be going into eastern North Dakota here. You see he's a nice bright color. He's actually trying to not be camouflaged here, and when you encounter animals that are bright colored out in the wild, it's typically for one of a couple reasons. It could be courtship, like say a peacock trying to attract another peahen, or trying to act like they're venomous or poisonous. So he's actually imitating a coral snake coloration, where if you'd see one out in the wild, it would typically be this banding pattern of red touching yellow. So you might have heard the nursery rhyme, red touches yellow, kill a fellow. It's probably gonna be venomous. Red touches black, like what he is right here, venom black. So don't think of that nursery rhyme when you're south of the US-Mexico border, because it doesn't matter anymore. Those snakes down there are pretty deadly, regardless of the coloration. But this guy right here, he's perfectly harmless.
Yeah, well, he's beautiful, really. He looks very festive for the fall season.
Oh, most definitely.
So, not venomous.
Mm-hmm.
What else can we learn about him? And also you. I want to learn about how the fact that you're not scared at all of this guy.
So I grew up in Fargo, North Dakota, went to Minnesota a lot, and just kind of grew up chasing around garter snakes. So I'm pretty used to handling and catching wild animals, regardless of how big or small or potentially deadly, but you know, not going for anything venomous, obviously. So I'm pretty comfortable with holding about any animal in here, except maybe a little bit of a reservation with the tarantulas, but totally fine other than that. So you can see right now he's flicking his tongue back and forth. That's him just trying to find his way around. They have a chemical sensory organ on the roof of their mouth called the Jacobson's organ. So that forked tongue will pick up on different smells, say to the right or to the left, and he'll kind of be able to follow prey that way. And because depending on the snake species, they may or may not have good vision. So he's usually going to be relying on that sense of smell to find his prey.
You seem so informed on snakes. Do you like sharing that with kids and people to educate them a little bit more about snakes in general?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. It's always good to be able to pull a snake out and kind of show the kids and be able to come up and touch them if they're a little bit of a friendlier snake, and figure out, oh, hey, they're not slimy, because no snakes actually are. They're just actually scaly and pretty shiny for some of them. And they do play a very important role in ecosystems. So snakes in North Dakota are very important because agriculture is such a big industry here. So you're going to have a lot of snakes that are going to be eating rodents at a pretty surprising rate, be able to combat pests that go after crops and in grain storage and that kind of thing. So they actually play a pretty vital role. Even the venomous ones, especially the venomous ones, because they're actually more accurate in being able to capture and catch prey. Because say if this guy was to strike at something, he let go, it's going to get away and he's going to be just fine. But if a venomous snake, like say a prairie rattlesnake in western North Dakota, were to strike something, even just a small bite, as long as he's getting that venom in it, is going to be able to kill that prey item, like a little mouse or a rat or something like that, and he'll be able to track that down and eat it later. So there's a much higher success rate as far as eating rodents.
What snake would you say is the farmer's best friend?
Bull snakes, very important around here, and rattlesnakes. Like I said, they're very good at capturing rodents and that kind of thing.
If you would encounter, it's a milk snake, right?
Yeah.
In the wild, what should you do?
You could admire them from afar. They're pretty docile, so you'd probably mostly find them picking up a rock or something like that, and then you might kind of scurry away, but they're definitely not going to come chase after you or anything. They're definitely not vindictive. If you try to pick them up, like I said, this guy kind of pooped on me earlier. It's a kind of a self-defense thing. He may end up trying to bite, but it's not really going to do any actual damage to you. It might just be a little bit of a prick, but mostly just kind of observe them from afar. But luckily, any of the dangerous snakes around here, like rattlesnakes, they're probably going to announce their presence before you even know that they're there. And then best thing to do then is just to avoid them.
What do you like most about your job?
Getting to work with just basically any kind of animal you can think of. So I'll get to come in here and work with fish, amphibians, and reptiles, which I grew up playing with a lot and capturing, as well as going out and working with the otters, the bears, the camels, and the horses. And it's just the variety. It's a lot of fun.
Now, this has been Critter Conversations, and you can learn more about snakes or all of the animals at the Dakota Zoo by checking out dakotazoo.org.
Now, coming up, if you'd like to dress up for Halloween, wait until you see what this family